EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Dak going to start out going to the air. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The Cowboys at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Hey, count. 47.
Prescott. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
A man who started collegiately and stayed at TCU, it's Kendre Miller. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Here's a 2nd and 7.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st down, New Orleans.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And that one too wide. And incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. and they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Kill. At 47.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Perry, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball around. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that
this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, New Orleans.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll look to throw again. On the right side, this is Miller. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Prescott. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 27, Cowboys 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Devontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A second down throw for Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time. They'll come out in the pistol. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have opened the lead up to 30.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry from 6 yards away. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cowboys 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side. Pushing his way through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught. And at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A.T. Perry, 47 yards. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, kill. Here we're going to 54, wide.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd and 6.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Deuce Vaughn with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Prescott yet again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
47.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brian Brzee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47.
Here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Kill. Gun. So we're going to 54. Why?
Now Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
71. Cowboys 16.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And as this defense wants him.